it's Nina from VR Focus. I'm joined by
Schwartz, CEO and janitor of Owlchemy Labs.
Janitor.
That's right. Yeah, sometimes you got to do it all.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about you guys, what you guys have done, and what you do in virtual reality.
Yeah, sure. So Owlchemy Labs has been around for 7 years now, and we're, I guess, best known for Job Simulator, which was a launch title for like all VR platforms. Then we followed that up with Rick and Morty VR, and so now for the first time at GDC, we are showing off Vacation Simulator, our latest original game for VR.
How come you decided to make a completely random vacation simulator?
Well, so the joke was too good to not do, right? It's like first you job, and then what comes next? Clearly you have to vacation in VR. And so that was a great premise for us to start working off of, and now that we're showing the game and kind of revealing more about the gameplay, people are starting to realize it's like a much bigger, more in-depth world than our original starting point.
And are the characters, I recognize a few of the characters from Job Simulator. Is there sort of like the same characters that come?
So it's interesting. It's actually, we call it the bot universe. So the two games share the same universe where there's floating robots, and all human jobs have kind of been automated away by robots. And so you go into a simulator to like relive what it was like when jobs existed. And that was what happened with Job Simulator. And now there's a new simulator for, what was it like when humans would need to take vacations. And so that's kind of where we're at. And yeah, you do meet a couple new characters in the demo that you saw. So there was Vacation Bot, who was kind of showing you around and showing you the joys of relaxation. And then there was Efficiency Bot, who is not super happy about how inefficient the entire vacationing kind of concept is. Two of them are at odds about, what's the real purpose of this whole thing?
What can you do during the game? So I made some hamburgers, I put on some different outfits, I went swimming, I made a sandcastle. What are all of the different sections, I guess, of the map that you're able to explore and do different activities?
So we're showing a small cross-section of one of the areas that is kind of the beach area, and so the vacation simulator actually kind of goes outside of that one area, but we're only kind of revealing and showing this small scene. And so in that scene, yeah, you're able to fulfill orders for the robots by making grilling patties. And there was, I don't know if you were able to see the yoga simulator where you get to relax with a little bit of yoga on the beach. There was some sports, there was some action gameplay with a little mini game there. And then there was a progression system where you were told to kind of like get your certificate for the dive shop, where you have to take a selfie, and you have to do this and you have to do that. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but we're building a game that is really more like an adventure game. And so there's things that you could do in the main path that will progress through the game, and then we still have that element of sandbox gameplay that people love in Job Simulator. Like, there's never you're never being punished for just sitting around and playing with sandcastles, for example, for hours on end. If that's what you want to do on the beach, if that's your way of vacationing, then like, go for it. We love it.
I feel like it's kind of funny because people go into virtual reality almost kind of like to heal themselves, like to get away from work and like escapism.
Yeah.
It's funny that you're almost forced to go on vacation and have a good time.
Our joking tagline is vacation like it's your job. And so it's like the robots really just went a little overboard with like figuring out, maybe it's not properly about relaxation. It's like you have to vacation as hard as humanly possible. And so, yeah, I mean, we clearly don't take ourselves very seriously with this, and we're seeing that people are coming through and having a lot of fun with it. So, we hit our goal of people having fun in VR, and we love it.
What have you learned from your previous experiences that you've put into this one?
Oh man, so many things, like from a technical and design and artistic style choice. Like, we're learning so much about what works in VR and what doesn't. I mean, you would think that at this point, like 3 or 4 years into building VR games, that we like know how to do it properly. But honestly, it's all about prototyping and failing as fast as possible. And so we'll prototype a mechanic and say, this is going to be so much fun, it's going to be great, and we throw it out right after we try it because it just doesn't work in VR. And I think what it comes down to is like we're learning the paradigms of interaction and building kind of like a shared language for what's fun in VR, what feels good and what doesn't, and you can never really predict it until you try it. So our whole development process and culture is about quick experimentation and figuring out what works through playtesting.
So what are the next steps for you guys? Are you guys doing other VR games besides this as well?
So, I mean, we always kind of have some irons in the fire, but Vacation Simulator is our primary project that we're working on right now. We've got, essentially our whole team like really focusing on that, and we're hoping to ship it by the end of the year. But if you saw our teaser, it actually says 2018, maybe, probably. So, we're honest about the fact that, there's a lot of experimentation that needs to happen, and we're shooting for a certain time period, but we might not exactly make it. But we're looking forward to shipping that on all platforms.
Is this an exclusive to Oculus only, or is it coming to other headsets as well?
No, it's not exclusive, and it's really awesome to be showing, here at the Oculus booth on their hardware. But we want to make sure that all gamers can kind of experience the content that we make on any platform that they happen to have.
So what other headsets is it going out to?
So we've announced that it's coming to Steam VR with Vive, and then Oculus with Touch, and also PlayStation VR.
Okay, well, is there a website that we can go to find out more about the game and about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, you could always go to owlchemylabs.com, and the game's website's vacationsimulatorgame.com. We always put our updates there, and on Twitter. Twitter is where we are most active and kind of talk about and show crazy selfies with our, our button down and lays and glasses, so check that out.
Okay, cool. So head over to vrfocus.com if you want to find out more about virtual reality, and I'll see you there.